turn on the video camera. Almost forgot. No, this is awesome. I love to do this.
I can't believe nobody else wanted to go.
No, I guess they were too scared.
Yeah, that must be it.
Martha wasn't scared. So she
Yeah.
I think we're ready. So I'm going to rock my rudder pedal. He'll rock his. That's him saying, oh, they were ready to go. He'll make a radio call, which we should be able to hear. Or
Boy,
not.
it is warm in here. You're right.
There we go. There we go. So we get airborne. We just got to stay right here behind him until he gets airborne. He's heavier. It takes a little more momentum.
Yeah. There we go. You want me to open this thing?
You sure can. It'll help. It'll cool you off anyway.
I don't know how much. So there's wind coming through?
Yep. No, still pull it out.
All the way?
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
Awesome.
Ooh, this is cool. Is that the Lake Elsinore or whatever? Am I saying it right?
Yep, that's Lake Elsinore. We live at Canyon Lake, which is one more lake to the west or east.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of on the other side. It's a little lake compared to this.
Oh, nice though.
And this lake is a natural lake with no dam or anything. It's here because the fault runs along the left side of us here, and then it cuts straight 90 degrees off at the other end of the lake. And as it's been dragging north, the fault's been dragging north and made this flat spot out here.
Oh, wow.
And it just filled in with water. So it's a geological natural lake. Not too many of those. It's mostly reclaimed water though. So it's, we call it Lake Smelsinore because it kind of smells bad a lot.
Oh, nice. And the heat is nice to have some water though.
Yeah. We'll probably get the opportunity to smell it as we fly over it.
Oh, good. It's a full effect.
Yeah, why not? I was kind of worried. Nobody signed up to do towing until yesterday.
Oh.
I was like, you know, I offered up rides and I might not even be able to take anybody. That would be terrible, but at least everybody that wanted to go gets to go.
Yeah.
I bring Dylan, he's 12, our son. He comes up with me all the time.
Well, that's
He
good.
likes it when it's smooth, so he likes flying in the wintertime when the air's smooth.
Oh.
In summertime, it's a little more bumpy. He's not a fan of the bumpy yet.
Well, at least you go.
Yeah.
And now you have a daughter, right? Erin, I think?
Yeah, 23. She lives in Sacramento.
Oh.
She works for SBM Corporation. It's a training company. It ended up, she is the training manager
Oh, wow.
and writes a good share of all the stuff that they do. She's the head writer.
Wow.
And she's not even finished college yet. They wanted her to come to work before she finished, so she's been doing online stuff, trying to still have some stuff left to go.
Good. I think it's good to finish up. I don't know how far she is, but you never know what happens with your job. I've seen that before. Then you're stuck, you know?
You bet. They were like, we need you so bad, we don't want you to finish school. We want you to come to work now.
Wow,
So
that's
she went to
great.
work, and then she's been doing one class, well, 2 classes this semester online. It's going to probably take her another year and a half to finish.
Oh, that's fine.
She's a
Yeah.
junior where she is. But she's able, I don't have to pay for it, she's able to pay for her own college because she
Yay.
makes good bucks.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I was happy.
Because I hear it's expensive here in California. I know Jessica, when she went to Boise,
you're a veteran for free. The problem is that they have a selection process for you to meet that. And they told Erin that her grades were too good and that she was white. And she had no prior convictions. If she was ethnic and had been arrested and had a 3.0 or lower GPA, she would have been selected.
Isn't that sad?
It's like the kid's got just straight A's and can't get through the program.
That is sad.
Because she doesn't meet the criteria. Because they don't care about her. They care about...
Yeah. She's too privileged. She'll make it on her own.
Yep. And she is. We don't have to worry about her. She is.
Good.
She's one of those kids that she's going to do just fine no matter where she is.
Well, good for her. And what's she trying to get a degree in?
It's not journalism. It's... what's the other one that sounds just like it?
Something like journalism. Okay.
She was doing sports broadcast journalism.
Oh, really?
But I don't think that's what she's finishing in. It's something else, and I can't remember. That's a good dad for you right there.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a little more specialized because journalism's a little vanilla. And like her company wanted her to do that, so that's what she was doing.
Sometimes all you need is a degree, you know, for certain jobs. It doesn't quite matter what it is, but if she's that close, yeah, it's good that she finishes.
Exactly, and you've got both girls in college, right?
We have both girls, yes. Jessica went to Boise for a year and a half, and then she realized how much she missed Alaska, so she came back. But she was my girl that wanted to leave, never coming back, wanted to go someplace warmer. Oh my God, she told me she wanted to come back, and I said, I never thought I'd hear you say that. She goes, yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you know, life's funny that way.
Well, it is, but I'm so glad she went, because now she's so much happier now that she did come back.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So it's like, great, perfect. So, and she was a Boise State cheerleader for a year, and that was just a blast. So I'm really glad she did it, but it's nice that she's back. And she didn't live at home, but now she just moved in the day before we left. So she was going to move to a different place with two of her roommates. But one of her roommates, the boyfriend, moved in with her. And they decided they wanted to get a place just the two of them, her and her boyfriend. So they told Jessica last minute. So she's like,
by the way.
yeah. Oh, she's like, thanks a lot. So she was sort of stuck. She's trying to find some girls that she wants to move in with, but you know, you can't figure it out last minute.
You bet.
So she moved back home, which I'm sure is killing her because she likes her space, but we left, we're gone for like a month, so it's...
Alright, I'm going to release here in a second, and it's going to go pop.
Okay.
Right about now, pop. And we'll turn right, and he'll be left, so we don't hit the rope. There we go.
Wow. It's just us now.
Yep. And I would say you could see Catalina, but you can't because there's sea fog out there today.
Oh. Wow.
Maybe not a lot of lift, but there's it's a beautiful day to be flying.
Nice. I've never done this. I hardly ever fly other than, you know, commercial airliners. I think I went up with our friend Brian once, and I think I went up with Rick only once when we were up at Wordsmith, so, and I've never done a glider.
Yeah, Terry doesn't go flying with me.
Why not?
I don't know.
She doesn't like it, or?
I think she's worried that, no, I think she would worry that we'd leave one of the kids by themselves if something happened, so she doesn't. So she goes, oh, you know, we'll do it later. Some real nice houses up here on the top of the mountain. Now let's see, there's a lake off the right side. You can just see the top of it behind the mountain. It's a little bit of water with some houses around.
Oh, over there?
Yep, that's where we live.
Oh, nice.
So it's a water ski lake is all it is.
Oh, nice though. That's great.
We don't have
you guys
to boat.
go out? Oh.
We haven't bought a boat. We didn't figure we'd be here this long.
Do you have a friend with a boat though?
Yeah, but we don't go out very often. The lake, again, it's not really it's not a great lake, so we don't spend a lot of time hanging out on the lake. Dylan, the boy, does not like to get in the lake.
Really? How come?
Because it's kind of smelly. He's like, there's leeches and stuff, so he doesn't spend a lot of time wanting to hang out at the lake.
Oh, that's funny. I thought boys don't mind that stuff.
Yeah, sure they don't.
Well, sounds like he's really into baseball.
He is. I hate to knock on wood, but they're undefeated so far.
Oh.
The championship game's tomorrow, and if they win, the season's over. They're our district champions. If they lose tomorrow, they get to play again on Friday, which would mean we wouldn't make the cocktails.
Wow.
Because they haven't lost yet, so yet to be out of the tournament. If we lose tomorrow in the championship game, we get to play a championship game again the next day.
So either way, you're not going to be able to go Friday.
Well, we don't know. If they win tomorrow, it's over. So if they win tomorrow night,
okay.
If they win tomorrow night, it's over, and they haven't lost yet. Last night they won 10-6, and that's the closest game we've had. Let's see, we had a game on Sunday. The game on Sunday was 18-2, and our Saturday game was 11-1.
And these are all kids, same level.
Yeah, he's 12, so it's the Little League World Series age group. You know, if you see him on TV with the Little League, this is the tournament that he's in. They're not on TV yet, but that's the age group that he's in.
Wow.
So they're doing good. They're having fun. I think the parents are a little less excited about it than us. We get way more nervous than the boys. The boys are in the dugout and they're messing around and having a good time, and it's quite funny to watch.
Yeah, a lot of times the parents get into it more than the kids do. Lots of arguments and even fist fights and stuff. Different sports. It's crazy.
It's fun. He plays baseball pretty much year-round out here. Last year we had a week between baseball and football season. He played football. We have him in a Christian school, private school that's not too far from the house. The public schools are pretty scary. Like the middle school he was supposed to go to, Terry was kind of on the fence, didn't really want him to go, and I was like, he'd be fine. The last week, when he was in 6th grade, the 7th grade, or 5th grade, they arrested a 7th grader with $10,000 of cash in his locker and crack and all kinds of stuff, and he was selling it at the school. And Terry went, nope, not going to that school.
7th grade.
7th grader.
I mean, I know you hear that stuff, but it's still shocking. Woo!
Those bumps make our ride longer.
Well, no, this is fun. I mean, this is great.
We're just driving around
I'm just
looking out the window.
both sides. I mean, this is very cool.
Yeah, the thing with the gliders, you're always going downhill a little bit. So unless the air's going up, and there's not a whole lot of up. There's a little bit of up out here, but unless the air's going up, we're always, you can't push the throttle up and go, hey, we're going to fly over here. We just keep going down.
Oh, I'm sure it's a different type of flying than you're used to.
You know, it takes a little bit more stick and rudder skill. It's not necessarily all the complicated systems to run and all that.
Yeah, but
it actually is a little more, to plan, to go, some of the guys will go cross country. I don't have a desire, but they'll get up when the weather's good for gliding, and they'll get up and fly 100 miles and then turn around and come back. And I'm like, I don't want to land out in some field. I actually want to come back here and land. So I usually am just a sightseer.
No, this is nice.
This area right off the nose here is Canyon Crest. It's where all the really fancy houses are.
Oh.
The multi-million-dollar Lake Smelsenor people.
Well, I was asking Rick when we were going through L.A. where all the celebrities live.
Yeah, a lot of them are Bel Air and...
Yeah, he said it was some other place. I can't remember now where it was, but...
There must be some lift right there because he's not flapping his wings.
Yeah.
Usually the birds will be up here. Find some lift and be circling around in it, and the birds will just kind of join up on your wing and fly with you. It's pretty cool. But he's not.
No, he's not. He's just soaring.
He's just soaring. So there's some air. Yep, there is. We're a little bit up right here.
Now, how do you know where to go, or do you just sort of play around and see where it takes you?
Yep. And usually along the ridge here, just the way the topography is, the sea fog coming off the ocean pushes up against the mountains, and there's some lift right along the edges of the hill here. And that's kind of why I've been just flying along the edge. It'll make our ride. You know, we've lost 1,000 feet since we've been flying.
Wow.
Since we came off the flight.
I don't even notice. I'm just looking at everything.
And those little bumps are just air going up. And so I'm trying to steer around close to them so that we just keep going up.
So how long do you stay up when you go?
The longest one I've had has been 3.5 hours.
No way.
Yep.
Just doing this?
Yeah. If you give them no lift whatsoever, it's about a 21-minute ride, 18 minutes from takeoff. And we're already like at 16 or 17, so we're doing pretty good.
Wow. Well, Rick's just going to have to wait down there.
That's right. He'll still be there when we get there.
I know. He was looking forward to this. That's why I just can't believe the other guys aren't going. I thought pilots like this sort of stuff.
Well, you know, just not. Brian Chamis is in town, but they're at Huntington Beach. I think the Berries are in San Diego. He's setting reserve for United, I think.
Oh.
I think. I mean, I don't know that much. There's some good up right here. Dave Cool doesn't get in until tonight. He's going to stay at our house because he retired in December and doesn't have a job yet, so he's feeling broke. But I'll feel bad for him. He's an 06. He can afford it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think any of these guys... Who was it saying they're too cheap to stay at the winery? Was it Brian?
That was Chamis.
Okay, yeah. It's like, yeah, whatever.
I go, well, we're all pretty cheap, but the winery's nice. Do you not like the winery? That's where you stayed last night, right?
Yeah, we got in at like 10 o'clock last night, so we didn't really see much. I mean, it looked really nice, but Rick and I are going to go walk around later and just see what's all there. But we figure if we're going to have some wine and stuff, why not stay there rather than driving around?
Oh, absolutely. The bar is right at the restaurant, so if you find the restaurant, you come in, and the bar's just to the right, and that's where cocktails are.
Oh.
And we have a special room for the dinner.
Well, this is just so nice. You guys put this together and coordinated stuff.
It's Rick's idea, not mine.
Yeah, but we don't live here. You guys did the rest, so...
Oh, it's raining. That's reversal lift.
Oh.
You got to get away from that. Although right here we're going up really hard, so it's probably important to stay right here, but that's funny. It's raining on us, and we're climbing up. Usually the rain is cold air going downhill.
Yeah. Well, also Rick was telling me this morning he figured after living in the canyon and sleeping on the sand and all, he figured we could stay at a nice place for a few days.
You bet.
And it's funny, I probably shouldn't talk, but there were a couple ladies that were so scared to do this trip. They were like, I don't know, 18 or so of us. Yeah, 18 of us from Alaska. Well, a couple had moved. They live in Texas now. But anyway, the whole group got together, and they're more friends than we are. So the one that came up from Texas, I know who she is, but I don't really know her.
Right.
She was so scared. Didn't want to use the outside bathrooms. Didn't want to do the rapids. People were scared of bugs. One lady bought this tent just to keep the snakes and the bugs out of her sleeping space. They were hilarious because they really were scared. And this one lady cried, I don't know how many times during the trip, and going through Lava Falls, which is the big rapid, sort of near the end. She cried beforehand, she cried afterwards. She's like, that was not fun. And I'm like, oh my gosh, whatever. But one of the other guys said, yeah, her husband now owes her a new BMW because of that.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what? So I guess we got the winery. I didn't complain, but Rick's like, yeah, we need this after our week. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is like my BMW, huh?
There you go. I know, let's see, Chuck Gruber, he was one of the instructors, is coming. They're
Oh, yeah, I
staying
heard-
at the
yeah.
winery last night, or tonight and tomorrow, and then
Oh,
they had
good.
to move out because they didn't get reservations late. And the winery fills up, and it's wedding season for crying out loud, and so they didn't. They were kind of late to the fight. So I think they're winery tonight and tomorrow night, and then they have to go downtown somewhere and stay somewhere else. Several people messaged me and complained that the winery was too expensive, and I'm like, hey, you can stay wherever you want. I just made a suggestion, and
You know, I wouldn't worry about it. I think
Yeah, I
it's
don't.
great, and you guys put stuff together, and like you said, if there's not a shortage of hotels around, they
right,
can
we'll do it
figure
at
out.
we'll do it at your place next year, and
Exactly. You put it together, find a place, right?
in the middle of our baseball tournament, and still in school, and so
Yeah.
timing wasn't the best for us, but. When we decided to do it, we did not know how the baseball season would go. You know, you don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
that you're going to
yeah.
do that well and be that far in the tournament. And so Terry was like, "I told you it was going to be messed up. It was going to conflict." And I was like,
sorry.
"I know, I knew it was too, but you know,
But we're
we had."
also adults, and we can figure stuff out and entertain ourselves. And I mean, it's nice that you pointed us to certain stuff, because I would have never known, like about the spa on Saturday. And I mean, so that was great. But yeah, we're adults. We can entertain ourselves too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in Southern California, there's lots of stuff to do, and I got some great tickets for the baseball game on Sunday.
Great.
Ended up, I was looking for tickets and talking to the group sales guy, and he was helping me out. And then all of a sudden, they had a military special online. I think I paid. The tickets were $25, and then there was like a $7 processing. So I think I got us tickets in the first level, just outside of first base, for like $32 a piece or something.
Wow.
So we got great cheap tickets. The beer is expensive, but it's all good.
You know, somebody will probably complain about that, but that's too bad. It doesn't matter what anybody who puts something together, I've noticed. Somebody always has to complain about how you did it.
Oh, absolutely.
But
And,
they're never the ones to volunteer,
Well,
so.
it's us and Brian Chamness and his family going to the baseball game. That's the only ones that said they wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
So it's just us. I think a lot of guys are leaving on Sunday, though. So they're leaving that day, and that's when I was going to do a minor league game tomorrow night, but now we have a baseball game. So if you guys want to
I
go to
saw
the minor
that.
league game, then you can.
Yeah.
The stadium's just right over here, but
I'm good.
I figured you guys would find something else to do. And
We got beaches, we got wine, I'm good.
the beach ain't too far away. It's not so bad.
And I don't really care which beach we go to, and I heard that Brian's at the
Huntington Beach, which is
Huntington. Yeah, I'm like, that's fine.
beautiful, fancy, expensive beach, which is nice. It really is. See, the houses are just slowly getting bigger.
They are. I'm checking out all the pools.
Yeah, this is not the nicest neighborhood out here either, so. Most of them are pretty blue, I'm surprised. Usually they're kind of green. But there's quite a few.
They look nice. Yeah, I tell you, oh, there's one that's green. Oh, my. But yeah, I tell you, hanging out on the river, it really wasn't too bad. The first 2 days and the last 2 days were getting hot, but the rest were good. And I think it was supposed to be like in the 90s. I don't know what it really was, like in the middle.
Yeah.
And it was nice because you'd get cold, at least I would, when the water splashed on you. But then you'd be in the sun, just floating around. Then you'd warm up, then you'd get hot, then you'd want to get wet again.
Yeah.
So it's nice having that water to cool off.
You bet.
The guy said there's no excuse for overheating. You can just jump in the river. It's like, yeah, there you go.
The river is cool.
Oh my gosh, after two of the hikes, well, one of the raft days and one of the hikes, I was so hot, I just sat in the water.
Oh, yeah.
I found a spot and just sat there. And the water's like 50 degrees and my legs were getting cold, but I had to wait because I had to get my whole body
You
cold.
bet. I'm going to take my core back down.
I know, it was crazy. This one hike, our last hike, was like a 15-minute hike up, 15-minute hike back, but it was like up. Oh my gosh, I got so hot. And we left at 7 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. It's a long day.
Well, no. So we were back by like, I don't know, 8. I mean, I don't have a watch. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we left at like maybe 7:15. We were back at like 8 or so. And I was so hot that day. I don't even know what the temperature was. It was crazy.
Well, looks like we're right about
going
over 10
down.
inch. Else more traffic. Glider 90 Sierra is entering a 45 downwind for runway 11 right Elsinore. We have a couple of airports that are on the same frequency, so you have to tell them which airport you're at.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, there's not much traffic out here. Every once in a while, they have some P-51s that fly, some vintage airplanes that fly out of Corona, and they'll come over here and do a low pass on our runway. So every once in a while, you'll have a low pass by something really cool, vintage World War II stuff.
Nice.
Now, there's this handle down by your left leg. I'm going to pull that out at some point. That's where the brake is.
Okay, I'll let you have that.
And it'll look a little weird because in an airplane you're usually pointing at the beginning of the runway. I'm going to point at the far end of the runway. That way we don't have to push the glider. So I'm doing it on purpose. So if it looks like we're going to fly into the wall, we're not.
I have no idea what you're doing or what you're supposed to do, so just do whatever. Now Rick might ask because he knows more about it, but just do whatever.
Yeah, really the goal is to not push the glider as little as possible.
Oh, that makes sense.
Looks like we got a little bit of a tailwind on final. Yep, not bad. Tailwind's good. I mean, we make the runway. We only take. Oh, you see the parachute?
You don't want to what? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna enter the pattern right here. And the glider, you stay high because you can't go around. You can't push the power up to make the runway, so you kind of stay high and tight until you know you can make it, and then you kind of dive down the runway.
So you just have one shot?
You just have one shot.
Alrighty, make it a good one, Joel.
So far, we're looking good. No guarantees, you know, though. So, see, it looks like the runways. If this was a normal airplane, you'd be going, man, we're kind of high.
Oh, see, I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, 2 skydivers just came in. That's cool.
I've had one almost hit me rolling out on the runway. They're supposed to stay on the other side of the center line between the 2 runways. They're supposed to stay to the east, but they don't necessarily do that all the time.
No, fine.
My plan is to touch down about where the 2 runways fork there. If I do it right. Don't mean I'm doing it right.
Looking good to me.
Yeah, so far so good. Luckily these things roll pretty decent. They just got that one tire. Epic fail. I'm supposed to be able to pull right up into the parking spot, and what did I do? I end up over here.
Oh, jeez. You know, if you didn't say anything, I'd be like, woohoo, this is good. Yeah, I wish you could do better, Joel, you know.
I'll do better next time.
Yeah, I really wish you would, at least when Rick's in here.
I'm going to pull that ring back and we'll open it up so it'll cool you off.
Yeah, it is hot in here.
It gets hot right away. It really does, as soon as the air stops going. And it's nice and cool up there.
Oh, that was fun. Thank you so much.
You bet. I'm glad you guys decided to come out and go flying. It gives me an excuse to go flying too.
Yeah. It's sort of like when we had the boat. It was nice to have an excuse to take people out.
Exactly.
Surprised how many people don't want to go.
And you're like, what?
Yeah, one of our friends didn't believe us, but then he got a boat like a few years later. He was, you're right. Then we need to push it back.
I guess I could have parked there. Landed on that one. I didn't think about it. You did that.
That was fun. And I figured, we made it back. Joe took care of me.
Yes. All good. I think a video of your landing, just so you can have proof.
Did you see how he messed up? Oh, see, I should have said that.
I jumped off
like,
the minutes. Usually I like to roll right up there. And I was like, oh. He was commenting about it.
I was like, I wouldn't have known a thing. Why'd you say anything?
But it's so funny because I've never seen anybody roll so far. It's like, yeah, you got pretty close. You could fly. I think most guys just give up and put the nose down, but you could roll it on one kind of a long way. Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Saw. Apparently. Wow. Pull it over here or something? You betcha. If you just you want to hold the wing, I'll push it around it.
Okay. Did you get any lift up there?
Yeah, how was it, Joel?
There's actually a little bit of lift. It's not great, but I mean,
I just thought under those clouds we hit something, you know?
we had some, and then it started raining on us.
Oh.
So we had a little rain, negative lift. I thought somebody else was flying today, so I figured I'd land over here, and then we were busy talking, so I didn't even look around and notice where everybody was. Let me go a little bit.
You got to take off in a landing runway, huh?
What's that?
You got to take off in a landing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I was smart, I would have just landed. We just had to turn it around, but I wasn't that smart.
Yeah, what do they call it, SA or something?
Yeah. I'm too busy chatting. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. There we go. That'll work right about there. Just put that one in and let go. Perfect.
Well, you'll enjoy that, Ricky. That was fun.
Awesome. Take off a little suspect.
Interesting, yeah.
Not bad.
Ready to jump in?
You betcha. Shut your air vents. You want to take a dirt.
Oh, Martha, gotta loosen these up a lot.
Awesome.
Feel like I'm getting a tweet again.
It's a 57 Chevy of tweets.
Yeah, really.
This makes a tweet look high tech, actually.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey.